guest is Steve Gitlin, and Steve is with a company called AeroVironment. Steve, thank you very much for taking some time to join us on Aero-TV.
Oh, I appreciate the opportunity.
You've got some interesting things going on at AeroVironment, including a new small military UAV. Let's talk about that for just a minute.
There are always a lot of interesting things going on at AeroVironment, and we're lucky when we have the opportunity to tell the public about them.
Yeah.
And a couple of cool things that we've been working on, we've talked about here at the show. And the first one is our Snipe Nano Unmanned Aircraft System, or Nano Drone. So we've basically taken the technology underlying our leading small UAS. Our Raven, Puma, and Wasp are the most widely deployed drones in the US military. They account for about 85% of the whole Pentagon's fleet of drones. And bringing that down to the soldier level really requires miniaturization, efficiency, optimization. We've been able to do that with Snipe, and it's a small quad rotor that basically fits into a carrying case about this big, about the size of a submarine sandwich. And it's something that you can attach to a uniform or put in a cargo pocket, so that when troops find themselves in a sticky or risky situation in the field, they can open this up, deploy Snipe in about a minute, get it up in the air and provide real-time video to a tablet-based controller so that they can see what's going on. And when they know what's going on around them, they can make better decisions. We call that providing more actionable intelligence so our customers can proceed with certainty.
And situational awareness as well.
That's right.
Is it an autonomous aircraft, or is it, you said there's a tablet controller?
Yes.
But it seems like they would have to be able to deploy it quickly. It would have to have some level of autonomy to be able to get airborne and go on station.
There's autonomous capability built into the system with respect to stabilization, its ability to maintain a very high quality stable image when it's in the air and buffeted by winds. But in terms of its flight path, that flight plan, that's all controlled by the operator. So the operator can do one of two things. They can either launch it and use their finger to identify the thing they want to look at, or they can pre-program waypoints, GPS waypoints, launch it, and then the Snipe will fly its own way through those waypoints and find its way home.
Almost like the rubber banding that we see in flight planning software, where you can take and tell your device how to make your flight plan, except in this case it's actually controlling the drone.
That's correct, it's controlling the drone. And of course the benefit of the device is it's got two integrated sensors. It's got an electro-optical sensor, and it's also got a thermal sensor. So, and both of those sensors can swivel up and down. So it can keep tracking objects, which is really important in those high-risk situations.
Now, you said you had another product that you're looking at as well that's a fairly new product here at the show. Tell us about that one.
Yeah, so we're always innovating in terms of delivering more capability to our customers. And on our flagship platforms, Raven, Puma, and Wasp, which are all man-portable, hand-launched systems, we've continually upgraded the technology and the sensors. The latest sensor upgrade applies to our Puma AE, which is an all-environment unmanned aircraft system. And this is what we call the Mantis I-45 sensor suite. It incorporates electro-optical, low light, and full thermal sensors, along with a laser illuminator in a very small, less than 2-pound package that can provide about 7 times greater image quality as compared to the previous sensor that was used on the Puma system. So basically what this says is, if you're able to look at something using the previous I-25 sensor, you can have that same image quality and size from 7 times the distance using the new I-45 sensor. The reason that's important is because military operators like to be able to maintain a certain level of stealthiness in their operations. So the farther they are away from the target of interest and the farther the drone is away, the less likelihood there is for the adversary to spot that device, and obviously the more secure their operation will be.
How much crossover is there between the aircraft that you develop specifically for the military and the commercial side of the UAV industry? Is there a lot of sharing of technology, and will things that you're developing for your military drones eventually wind up in the consumer drones?
It's a great question, and I'll give you a good example of how we look at it. We look at ourselves as a technology company. We invented the category of the small hand-launched drone for reconnaissance information collection back in the 1980s. And since that time, we've been refining that technology, we've been working with customers. The military has been the early adopter in the adoption curve of the technology. And we've developed a very intimate relationship with our customers. We've developed very robust, very reliable, very safe systems to use so they can count on the information they get. As the regulations have changed with respect to FAA and airspace, we've been developing a brand new solution that's specifically designed for the commercial market. We call that the Quantix drone. And that drone is a hybrid vertical takeoff and landing and horizontal flight device that is fully automatic. What that means is the operator, if you're a farmer, for example, and you want to scan your field one day, you take the 5.5-pound Quantix, set it on the ground, open up your tablet computer that we provide with it, turn it on, you draw a line around the field, a picture of the field on the satellite imagery that you want to scan. The Quantix automatically creates its own optimized flight plan and path. And after you go through a series of pre-flight checks, you simply swipe to launch. Quantix takes itself off at about 100 to 200 feet. It transitions to horizontal flight, and it goes into the mode where it's scanning the crops in both electro-optical and multispectral frequencies spectra. And that way, when it lands itself, again, no touch, you don't have to do anything once it's taking off. You can actually pull out the SD card, plug it into your tablet, and immediately view the stitched imagery on your tablet device. And our customers are very happy with that solution because many of them are too busy managing their small businesses, and in some cases large businesses, to have to learn to be drone pilots. They don't want to have to deal with all that. So we've created a fully integrated, fully automated data collection system that helps them get the actionable intelligence they need to make better decisions.
Well, Steve, I know you've got another appointment to get to, so we really appreciate you taking time to come over and talk with us. And good luck, and I hope you have a great show.
Thank you, very appreciated. Our website's AVINC.com for anybody who's interested in looking at it.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thanks very much.
Aero-News Network's coverage of the Association for Unmanned Vehicle Systems International's XPONENTIAL 2017, live from Dallas, Texas, is brought to you in part by the following sponsors.
Let Patrick Neal and Associates provide the legal expertise needed to navigate the commercial UAS industry. Whether it be waivers, exemptions, operational plans, or other issues, we can provide the guidance you need to keep flying and building your successful UAS operation. www.droneattorneys.us.
In collaboration with NASC, introducing Sonex Aerospace, bringing you the Taros Group 4 UAS, the redesigned Tiger Shark Block 4, and the Subsonics Twin Jet UAS, all derived from flight-proven manned systems, not concepts, real aircraft. More at sonexaerospace.com.
Continental Motors Group. Manned and unmanned, Continental has been a pivotal part of aviation and aerospace history and wants to be a part of your mission. Gas or diesel, certified or experimental, Continental is investing in your future. www.continentalmotors.aero